this session, we're going to talk about designing the user interface with using Adobe Photoshop. As we have learned, designing the interface is the first step before taking it to code. In the other sessions, we also learned about questions to ask our audience and clients that will affect our interface design. We also talked about the principles of interface design that we're going to want to explore here. In addition, we've also talked about the web design process and where these pieces fit. In this session specifically, we're going to take a look at a Photoshop document that's already been pre-created for us to use here today. You should be using your Photoshop design skills that you already have to complete this interface design, ranging from text, inserting images, sizing images, and different effects to add. In addition, as you move throughout the interface, you need to keep in mind those principles of interface design that we've talked about in this module. For the final assignment of this course, you're going to be designing the interface for Twin Maple Orchards, our client. The document was created for you and was placed in the course sites section of this module called Twin Maple Farms. It's a document that you're going to want to open because it will have all the client analysis and answers to the questions from that document that you will want to use when choosing what principles of interface design to employ in this site. Now, let's get down to it and take a look at the interface design in Photoshop. Based on what we already know about our client, we're going to be doing a redesign. This means that we are going to take an existing design and change it. This is the design that was originally worked with and found on twinmapleorchards.com. The goal of your assignment is to create a brand new interface design, keeping in mind that they do want to keep some of the colors, the text, and the effects already on the website. They do not have a logo, but they were thinking that they may want a logo later designed. In the Photoshop document, in the Layers panel, is where we're going to focus specifically on today. There are layers for images, the text navigation, the welcome, step into South Bend. This is the text on the homepage that they want to have featured. Also, the navigation across the top, from Contact Us to Farmers Market, to Produce, to Family History, to Home. All these effects have already been added. The background is a wood texture as they've requested, as it's similar to one of the sites that they like, such as the South Bend Farmers Market. Further, let's talk a little bit about the web design principles employed. The text is easy to read. As you can see, there's paragraphs clearly defined. There's also good color contrast between the black wood and the text in the colors. The colors are easy on the eyes. They don't overwhelm the user, as again, one of the principles of interface design. The images are kept small, set to the resolution of 72 dpi. You'll also notice that the width of the document is a little bit less than 1024. This will make sure that there is no horizontal scrolling. As we've learned, though, we can have our document set all the way up to 1024 pixels wide. Other things that we need to consider is where our navigation is, so for the ease of use. Strictly, I put the navigation across the top, as this is where users are most likely to go when navigating websites due to their pre-existing knowledge of how to look at the website. The other things that you need to consider is like what type of background it is. Nice, clean, sharp images. Almost all the images on this website is going to be JPEGs, since they are pictures of their produce and veggies that the farm offers to their clients, to their customers. They mentioned in their document what links they want, so those I put across the top. I gave a effect of a rollover effect of an outer glow and italicize so that you can see when I click off of what the rollover effect looks like. You can see what it looks like before the user mouses over. This provides the user a visual cue as well that the link is clickable. For your assignment today, you are strictly going to be designing the home page, which is what you're seeing here, in Photoshop, and submitting it to your instructor for grading. Make sure you also complete a reflection paper where you discuss what principles you employed based on what the requirements and the client wants and the audience wants, which is again found in that document that you can use to make your interface design. Also, you're going to want to submit your document to the peer review discussion board, which is found within the course itself. In here, you will want to make sure that you have peer reviewed your document to make sure that it follows the interface design checklist that's provided to you. This checklist is what your peers will be using to look at your document and give you constructive feedback. Please keep in mind that you need to give 2 peer reviews. Outside of that, time to get started on your own document. Make a new document. Give it the width of no maximum of 1024. And let's go ahead and do a height of just about 1,000 pixels so you can see it, so you have enough room to make sure all your content is there. Go back into Course Sites, make sure you've downloaded all the documents to get going, and then start designing your user interface. Have fun. I'm looking forward to seeing all of your creations.